welcome back to Saturday Report. I'm Rob Finnerty in for Carl Higbee. Each week on this show, we tackle a different issue facing the men and women of America's military and our veterans. This week, the isolation many of them face during the holidays. Our next guests are working to address that issue with a mission called Operation Military Christmas. Let's welcome in Carrie and Stacy Stolting. They are the co-founders of Unite the USA, which is behind the operation that we're talking about this morning. Ladies, good morning. Thanks so much for being with us. Carrie, I want to start with you. First of all, what is Operation Military Christmas, and how is it helping that isolation faced by so many members of our military right now?
Well, thanks for asking, and thank you so much for sharing about our outreach today. So as you were saying so well, that this Christmas is going to be different because of the pandemic. Christmas is always challenging for our military, being separated. So we need to step up to the plate and support our veterans, our current military, and their families. And by doing so, unitetheusa.org has a lot of applicable tips that we can do together to reach out to folks in our communities who have been serving our country. One thing that we're doing is something called a virtual parade for heroes this Christmas, where families can email us at info@unitetheusa.org. They can email pictures of their family members who are serving or have served, and we'll make it to a parade, a virtual parade to honor them, because so many events have been canceled for veterans this year. So, and Stacey, do you want to share some tips on how to reach out to families?
Oh, I certainly do, but I also wanted to just mention that we've been conducting virtual parades for our heroes this year, and the response has been huge. We have heard about how much it has brought people even to tears. Their families, the veterans themselves, those currently serving. It has been phenomenal, and we've been blessed to really reach out to a lot of people since, well, I wrote a book when I was a teenager, and it's kind of a long story. But the whole thing, we were very passionate about reaching out to veterans before this.
Oh, yes.
And so, but this definitely amps it up a lot.
Yeah, ladies, what you're doing is so important for some of the most important men and women in this country right now. Stacey, what's some of the reaction that you've gotten, and what has it meant to them specifically?
Well, basically, we have been receiving so much gratitude, which is ironic because they deserve the gratitude.
Exactly.
The responses have been incredible. Basically, families feel finally recognized, or their loved ones who have served finally feel recognized. We think of the Vietnam vets as well, the POWs, families of POWs, all kinds of things like that. And, for us as Christians, we celebrate the birthday of the ultimate freedom giver. And it's especially exciting to thank freedom givers throughout our country at this time. And the Bible says, do not be overcome by evil, but overcome evil with good. And this year, we have seen a lot of bad stuff going on, pretty extreme times. Yeah. But we can basically take that frustration we feel right now and turn it into something positive. And that's what we're doing and helping to equip others to do.
We encourage folks to, have a meal sent or delivered, have a meal delivered to a veteran or a military family.
Exactly.
Or bring one by yourself. Give them a phone call.
Carrie, let me ask you. Let me ask you about that. I know, especially this time of year, and with this awful pandemic going on for the better part of 9 months now. Talk about some of the isolation that many of our vets feel, particularly during the holidays.
Exactly. So a lot of families, as a whole, whether they're serving or not, can't get together. And it's even worse, I believe, for military, because it's just a unique problem of not getting to see each other during this important time of year. And so it's all the more important just to do the little things, to reach out and say, hey, if you know a military family, pick up the phone and say, is there anything I can do? If they don't say anything, find something, even if it means here's a gift card. Just do something to reach out. Our veterans, our elderly veterans in nursing homes are
exactly can't forget
especially isolated this Christmas.
Yeah.
And so, remembering, hey, let's talk to our friends who served and are in the care center this Christmas. Whether they, just picking up the phone, sending a card, or having something delivered, it doesn't have to be expensive.
Exactly.
Absolutely. Stacey, I have a question about, and I know that this is something that as millennials you can speak to, but do you think that the appreciation maybe for our veterans in this country has decreased with younger generations? Is that something that you're experiencing?
Well, I haven't really seen that personally. I guess I'm just so busy focused on the message and activating others and discovering that really once we communicate very effectively, people often are like, wow, I want to get involved, instead of becoming more apathetic. I think helping people to understand the level of sacrifice that they have been willing to give is huge. Just to communicate well, communicate peacefully, but effectively.
Right.
And educating people. Making awareness.
Exactly. And so basically
ladies,
what I would say.
I know the website is unitetheusa.org, but how can folks get involved?
Oh, thank you for asking. Like Carrie was mentioning earlier, send us the information of your loved one, your military family, for inclusion in our virtual parade for Christmas. Another thing, though, I wanted to mention just a little bit ago, when Carrie was talking about tips, just how you can even send, if you have, for instance, a Verizon account, you can send gift cards in a text message. And I love that fact. And so maybe you'll want to do that for a military family this Christmas.
Ladies, thank you so much.
But thank you again.
Yeah, no, thank you very much for everything you're doing. Carrie and Stacey Stolting from Unite the USA. We appreciate all your time this morning. Have a great remainder of your weekend. Again, United the USA is the website. Thank you very much, ladies.
Thank you.
All right, that's going to do it for Saturday Report. I'm Rob Finnerty in for Carl Higbee. Now stay tuned for America Right Now with Tom Basili. Have a great weekend.